If you're on Medicare and you've talked to all your friends and neighbors and everybody at church and they told you what they're paying for their monthly Part B premium, you might think you would pay the same, and you might be wrong. I'm going to talk in this video about how people that have higher incomes will pay more for their Medicare Part B, and it might be you. Stay tuned. Boom, welcome back. Okay, we're going to talk about IRMAA, another wonderful term from your government. Income-related monthly Medicare adjustment. I think there's another A. I always mess this up. Anyway, IRMAA means you pay more money because you make more money. So let's talk about if this will impact you and how it will impact you. Okay, I took a little pause and looked it up, and it's income-related monthly adjustment amount. And what that means is, boom, the rich pay more. So I'm going to call it the rich pay more tax. And for a reference, I have my parents here on Easter, Dick and Margaret Gordon, with the Easter Bunny, because my parents are rich and they pay more. One of the things I hate about rich people is they complain when they have to pay more. And I'm always like, what? Everybody hurts. Okay, I don't recommend you try that with your parents. And if you're rich, you might be getting irritated at me too. So sorry, I retract my statement. So let's go into the problem with this, is that maybe you were rich before you retired. Maybe you were making a lot of money. You were making much more than the average person, okay? But then you retired, and now you're not. And they're trying to give you this surcharge, and you feel, rightly, that it's not fair. So what Medicare does is they base this IRMAA, this rich tax, based off your income taxes from 2 years prior, okay? So in the last 2 years, something might have happened that have drastically reduced your income, and you're going to say, this isn't right. I'm getting charged this hefty surcharge, and it's not just on your Medicare Part B premium, it's also on your Medicare Part D, your drug premium. So you're getting hit twice, and you're saying, and I don't make any money. Ever since X happened, I make way less money. So Social Security does have an appeals process, and that's where you can work with a local agent. You can call us when we can help you to file the form. It's a Medicare SSA-44 form, life-changing events. File this form. You have to give them documentation and proof of the life-changing event and your federal tax returns so that we can get you away from this rich tax and get you down paying the same monthly amount as your friends and neighbors that you're making the same amount of income. So what is a life-changing event? 1, marriage. Okay? I don't know how marriage would actually reduce your income, but it's the number 1 on their list. Divorce. Now, divorce can clearly reduce your income. My parents. Divorce. Death of a spouse. Work stoppage. And that's what most people, they're like, I retired. I quit. What? I'm on Medicare now because I quit working. What do you mean? You're going to charge me the same or higher because I'm not working. Okay, cool. You can do that. Loss of income producing property, which typically also comes with divorce. You lost all your rental properties. Okay, what else we got here? Boom. Be nice. There we go. Work reduction. So either you stopped working or you're working part-time now that you're retired and your income is much, much lower. So those are all reasons that you can appeal. Oh, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That you can appeal the surcharge. And last is loss of pension. Okay? So, I think that's the last one. We'll just have a lot of fun at that point. Okay, so what you need to do to find out where you stand, to find out, 1, if you're going to be hit with the tax if you haven't yet retired and you're worried about this now, or what it will look like, is you can call us, email us. In the comments, you can email me, give me your contact information, hit me up at sgordon@gordonmarketing.com. If you'd like to have a local agent, we can have somebody sit down with you or give you a free phone consultation. You can go to the website, medicare.gov, and then you'll go to your Medicare costs, and then you'll go to your Part B costs, and you type in your income, and it's going to tell you what you're going to pay and if you'll be subject to this surcharge. It will tell you what you'll pay for Part B and for Part D. Now, keep in mind that this will change every year. So if you are one of the wealthy people, your surcharge that you're getting is growing every year. They're taking a bigger chunk out of it. So just remember that there is a process through Social Security, that there is a form we can help you file so that if you shouldn't be paying this tax, that we can get it reduced. Thanks for tuning in. If you have other questions about Medicare, we work with thousands of agents around the country. We're happy to help you. Email me, contact me any way you want, and our consultations are always free.